This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
We begin with breaking news at 4 right now. Police are surrounding a home in North St. Louis County. Less than 3 hours ago, police say someone shot a man several times on Cameron Road, just north of Chambers. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Right now, police believe the suspect may be inside of that vacant home. We'll stay on top of this breaking story for you. We have a crew on scene. We'll bring you updates on air on KSDK.com and on the 5 on Your Side app.
And right now at 4, a pleasant winter day in the bi-state is about to take a drastic turn. A cold front will move in tonight, bringing another round of winter weather and bitter cold. Thanks for being here at 4. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. That snow and frigid temperatures could cause even more problems, especially during your commute tomorrow morning. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is staying on top of this Arctic blast force. He joins us with your Weather First forecast.
We're hopeful that the wind will tend to blow most of the snow off the roads as we head into tonight. It's not going to be
region at this hour. Our temperatures are in the 30s, close to 40 degrees. Many of us did see that 40-degree mark this afternoon. North and west of St. Louis, we have some snow on the radar screen. Initially, not all of it may be reaching the ground, but it's headed our way, and some of it will. We think a dusting to maybe an inch or so in St. Louis. This is the progression through the evening hours. So as we head towards 9, 10 o'clock tonight, this kind of spreads through, and by 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's all off to the east of St. Louis. So here's our lowdown on what we're expecting with this next round of Arctic air moving in. Maybe a dusting to an inch of snow expected overnight. St. Louis, probably less than a half an inch. It turns windy and gets much colder overnight. We drop to about 10 degrees by tomorrow morning. And then Friday through Saturday, wind chills will drop below 0, anywhere from 5 to, at times, especially Saturday morning, 25 below 0. Already far west and north of St. Louis, starting at 6 o'clock or midnight tonight, rather, we will have a wind chill advisory. And that goes into effect in St. Louis tomorrow night at 6 through Saturday morning. We'll see in a few minutes, and we'll update the rest of the forecast.
All right, Scott, stay close. Stay ahead of the winter weather anytime. If you text the word weather to 314-425-5355, we'll send you a link to the Weather First forecast straight to your phone. Well, today marks 1 month since a St. Louis police officer slammed his police SUV into a South City bar. Police then arrested one of the bar's owners, and now we're learning more about what happened in the moments after the crash. 5
on Your Side's Holden Kurwicki joins us live outside St. Louis Police Headquarters with the latest. Holden.
Okay, Brent, within the last hour, the attorney representing the owners of Bar PM released a new cell phone video that shows what took place in the moments following that crash. The roughly 2-minute-long video shows the owner of Bar PM yelling at police, questioning why they drove into his building, and then declining to show officers ID. 22 seconds later, he's being placed under arrest after allegedly cursing at them. An SLMPD officer then approaches the bystander who shot the video and threatens to arrest him after the person asked for his name and badge number, which was never provided. Attorney Javad Kajeli is now calling for misdemeanor charges against his client to be dropped.
Everybody has the right to ask an officer what they're doing. An officer only has the right to demand an ID if a person's driving a car or if the officer has probable cause to think that the person committed a crime.
We reached out to the St. Louis City Prosecutor's Office today, which told 5 on Your Side they were moving forward with charges against the owner of Bar PM. The next hearing in that court date is scheduled for Friday, January 26th. Reporting live in St. Louis, Holden Kurwicki, 5 on Your Side.
All right, thank you, Holden. Right now, 2 people are recovering after a car crashed into a tree overnight. It happened around 1 this morning on Vandeventer near Olive in the Central West End. Firefighters had to remove the car's roof to rescue the people trapped inside. They were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Right now, the search continues for a man who's been missing since a house fire Monday. It happened on Athlone in North St. Louis. A woman got out safely, but firefighters couldn't find her 18-year-old grandson. son, Chandler Hill. He was born with autism. 5 on Your Side has learned that this week's cold temperatures caused the home to freeze, making it nearly impossible to search for him.
A lawsuit now seeking damages over a 2022 fire in the Central West End. The 3-alarm fire on North Euclid caused Salt and Smoke and Mission Taco joint to close. Several condos within that building also damaged. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, the lawsuit filed by condo owners claims Salt and Smoke was negligent. The lawsuit says the barbecue chain stored greasy rags in a flammable cart, which caught fire and spread throughout the building. Salt and Smoke has not responded to that lawsuit. A new abortion rights campaign is now launched in Missouri. Missourians for Constitutional Freedom is asking abortion advocates to circulate petitions. They want to put on an amendment on the ballot that would restore legal abortions in the state. The move would enshrine abortion to the state constitution, but allow late-term restrictions. Right now, Missouri has one of the most restrictive laws in the country, banning all abortions except in medical emergencies. Now to new developments in Uvalde, Texas. Today, the Department of Justice says lives could have been saved during the shooting at Robb Elementary if not for failures by first responders.
More than a year later, families of the victims say they hope the DOJ review will bring not only answers but action. NBC's Jay Gray reports.
Nearly 20 months after the massacre at Robb Elementary, Attorney General Merrick Garland is in Uvalde, Texas, a community still struggling through the pain and searching for answers.
This community deserved more than misinformation from officials during and after the attack.
Garland meeting with family members of the victims, then releasing a Department of Justice review on the response to the attack that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead. 575 pages of details from independent investigators, analysis from experts, all that can be summed up in a single word: failure.
Major failures. Failures in leadership, in tactics, in communications, in training, and in preparedness.
It's not a revelation to the parents who lost children that day.
We knew that our children were wronged. We knew that the law enforcement response was a failure. But now the world gets to know this as well.
They've seen the body cam video of officers standing idle in hallways for more than an hour, dealt with the mistakes and misinformation they say continues more than a year later. Their hope now is that the DOJ report will bring justice and accountability for those they say failed their kids and this community.
Looking at this review, realizing that there were failures, that officers did not follow protocol, and taking the appropriate actions to terminate them.
Though most understand firing those officers in a federal investigation can't begin to fill the overwhelming void of those lost.
I want to know what happened in her final moments. I want to know if it was fast or if she waited and was scared. Those aren't answers I'll ever receive.
Jay Gray, NBC News.
2 national figures close to the civil rights movement pay a visit to St. Louis, how they mark the 60th anniversary of the start of the campaign.
And chances are we know where you'll be 77 days from now. And guess what? It involves the St. Louis Cardinals.
This 5 on Your Side newscast is sponsored by Imo's Pizza. Order Imo's Collect Squares, get free pizza. Sign up today on the Imo's Pizza app or website.
The winter clearance sale at Hefner Furniture and Appliance.
And Hefner's Ashley today.
Savings, half off to 71% off select furniture. Get 0% in savings on Missouri's largest selection.
There's no place like Hefner's, Poplar Bluff and Farmington.
I have never seen a production any better than this anywhere.
Breathtaking. It is absolutely stunning.
I feel better about the world. I feel uplifted.
Invigorating. It was encouraging, gave me hope.
This has just been therapy for the soul.
It's a must-see, must-see.
Make sure you see it. Make sure you see it.
Coming to Stiefel Theater, March 2nd and 3rd. Buy tickets now at shenyun.com.
That spin class was brutal. I bet. Can I put some music on? Pick something we all like. Something we can dance to. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password? Buick Envision? Oh, you should pick something stronger. Noted. That's a really tight spot. I used to hate parallel parking. Me too.
The Buick Envision, built around you, all of you.
Get 1.9% APR on select Buick SUV models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $1,750 purchase allowance. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
After she was injured by a reckless driver, Shannon wasn't sure which way to turn until she called Kaufman Thompson. We listened to Shannon and got her the money and the medical care she needed.
Diamonds at historic lows. Half-carat solitaires $2.99, 1 carat $5.99, 2 carat $14.90. Our lowest price ever. 1 carat studs $3.49. Thousands of GIA diamonds, guaranteed the lowest price, set while you watch. The Jewelry Exchange Overland.
Jack Schmidt Chevrolet. If you haven't purchased a vehicle from Jack Schmidt Wood River, you don't know Jack Schmidt.
The winter clearance sale at Hefner Furniture and Appliance.
And Hefner's Ashley today.
Savings, half off to 71% off select furniture. Get 0% in savings on Missouri's largest selection.
There's no place like Hefner's, Poplar Bluff and Farmington.
The Urban League hosted a tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at St. Louis University today.
That's right. The tribute included a discussion on racial issues from past to present. This year will mark 60 years since the Civil Rights Act was signed into law. SLU's Vice President of Diversity says the celebration of Dr. King's life and commitment also serve as a call to action.
Today I want to ask ourselves, what does it look like for all people to collectively thrive, no matter your background, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your origin, and ask myself, how are my actions, big or small, helping us to get there?
Dr. King's personal assistant, Noah Clayton, and Malcolm X's daughter, Dr. Isiasa Shabazz, attended that event. Several community members were presented with Civic Leadership Awards.
We are just 77 days away from an unofficial holiday in St. Louis, opening day. The Miami Marlins come to town for the first series at Busch Stadium. That's April 4th. Today, the Cardinals announced home opener tickets go on sale tomorrow morning at 10. The home opener features a pre-game ceremony that includes the Clydesdales and the club's Hall of Famers. Single game tickets for the rest of the season go on sale next Friday.
Well, we are just hours away from a partial government shutdown. What both chambers of Congress are doing to try to prevent it.
Your weather first forecast features some Arctic air headed towards St. Louis once again, but it's not as bad as the last batch and it won't last as long. Talking about changes coming our way for next week in a few minutes.
In this market, you'll find Fisher &